Hi, I'm Suzanne Tregenza, the implementation expert for your big ideas and the founder of the Implementation Station. Thanks so much for coming to my blog today. Very happy to see you here. I wanted to continue with the set of videos I'm doing pertaining to the Facebook fan page changes. Facebook is changing fan pages over to a timeline look and feel. And we want to make sure that we're ready for it because they're all going to change over on March 30th, whether we want them to or not. So today I'm talking about three things. I'm talking about highlighted and pinned posts. I'm talking about company milestones, and then I'm also just talking about a few things you want to be aware of because of the general change and the way that's going to affect your look and feel. So, first I'll start with highlighted and pinned posts. Now, the difference between these is that a highlighted post is going to be stretched across the whole page. So it will be wherever it falls in your timeline, but it will, instead of being on one half of the page or the other, it will be stretched across the page. And then a pinned post is one that is going to sit on the upper left-hand corner of your page as you're looking at it. And it'll be the first thing that people see once they see your cover image and your profile image. So those are the differences between those two things. Now, I wanted to talk about different ways to use highlighting and pinning. And there are several things that I think are really beneficial to either highlight or pin. And the first of those is, of course, your weekly blog post, right? Well, it may not be weekly. For me, it's weekly. But if you post your blog post onto Facebook, you send a link to it, that's something that you may very well want to highlight for your visitors each week. And so that would be a good thing to pin, first highlight so that it's larger, and then pin to the upper left-hand corner. Another opportunity for pinning that would be a really beneficial thing is an event announcement. So again, you could highlight this, stretching it across the page, and then also pin it to the top so that you make sure that visitors to your page see that first among everything else. Some other things that you might want to highlight and pin are if customers give you testimonials, whether or not they are planned testimonials or things that you've solicited and put together, or if they are just ad hoc testimonials and they've come to your website your Facebook page and said they love what you do for them. This would be a great opportunity for you to highlight a post or maybe pin it for a few days as a way of saying thank you. I do recommend saying thank you anyway. Anyhow, so those are just a few things that you can do with highlighted or pinned posts. And then I wanted to move on to company milestones. And this is the Facebook has enabled you to go back in time and add things into your timeline through company milestones. And this is a real benefit to us as business owners because it essentially means that all of those things that we've sort of been saying to ourselves, if I'd had my Facebook page but way back when, I could have put this up or I could have put that up. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't think last week to post this to my Facebook page. This would be a good opportunity to do that, and especially if it's a big announcement. Sometimes we're talking to people about something we've done in our business, and they say, wow, I'm surprised I follow your Facebook fan page, and I didn't see that. And then you think to yourself, oh yeah, wow, that would have been a good idea, right? So now you can actually go back and post it on your Facebook page, and then you can highlight it, or you can pin it, whatever you want to do. But that's one great opportunity with company milestones. And to me, the other thing about company milestones is this is an opportunity to kind of give yourself more credit for something than you usually do. As business owners and independent entrepreneurs, we kind of have a success and we celebrate it very quickly because we always have a number of other things that we're moving on to. And so taking a few minutes and going through things that you've experienced and accomplished in your business, and if you had a post about it, great, but you can make it a company milestone, or you can add it as a post and make it a company milestone. And that's a great thing to do to highlight your successes and to lift the general feeling of what you're accomplishing in your business, not only for yourself, but for those who visit your page. Okay, and so then I just wanted to talk about Some stuff about the general timeline and the fact that it's going to change the look and feel of your page and how that affects what you're sharing. So because of the timeline look and feel, things are going to become very visually oriented, which means anytime you have a visual that can go along with your post, you're really going to want to use that. And that goes for old posts if you can add a visual to them, and it goes especially for new and upcoming posts, especially if you have plans for them. So anytime you have the opportunity, you want to add a picture, you want to add, whether it's a JPEG of yourself or somebody you're meeting with, or some work that you've done, depending on what type of business you have. You want to add a visual. So I put together some examples of that just to get your juices flowing and get you thinking about that. If you say you're a baker, you could be adding pictures of maybe it's beautiful cakes that you make, or cupcakes that you make, or pies that you make, something along those lines. Maybe you design websites. Each time you design a website and you finalize it, obviously ask your client. I don't know why they wouldn't want their website highlighted on your Facebook page, but you could highlight a JPEG of their page, of their website homepage. If you go out to meet with a client in person, you could take a picture of the two of you and say, hey, I had my bi-monthly meeting with this client today. We had a great time. We met in this great place, etc., etc. And if it's a phone client, you could also use their headshot just to say, this is somebody I met with today and we had a great time and she's working on her business, things like that. If you're a graphic artist, maybe you post the graphic that you've just worked on and highlight that for yourself. So these are all different ways that you can highlight your work and really show the visuals of your work and be noticed for them. So those are my pointers for today regarding the highlighted and pinned posts and the company milestones and the general timeline. If you missed my video last week, you can find that on my blog. I talked about cover images and profile images and things that you can do to highlight your business in those. And next week, I'm going to be talking about our Facebook fan tabs that we are losing with the timeline and what we can do with that and what our alternatives are. So I hope you'll join me for that. In the meantime, if you liked this and you feel that it might be beneficial for someone you know, I would really appreciate you passing it on and either liking it or tweeting it or sharing it in any way that you do on your social network. Again, my name is Suzanne Tregenza Moore, and I'm the implementation expert for Your Big Ideas and the founder of the Implementation Station. Thanks so much for being with me today.